Hey guys, Dan here with another vlog, and this time I want to give out and I want to give back to the community. And first I'm going to start with a little story. So lately, ever since the AdSense apocalypse, I will admit these are best practices I should have been doing all along, but I kind of got lazy and I stopped doing it as much. But I've been optimizing my videos because of the AdSense apocalypse, and even though I've been showing some steady improvement and some increase in my AdSense revenue, I mean, who doesn't love passive income, right? But yeah, I've noticed that I have been making improvements, so I was thinking, why not give back to the community and throw out some tips? Maybe you're a smaller YouTuber, maybe you just started your channel, and, you know, there's so many, like, YouTube tips and AdSense monetization, I can't even say that word, videos out there. They're like, there's whole channels, like, dedicated to them. And I've become frustrated with those kind of channels and videos because there's only so many times and so many ways of saying stuff. And then you happen to subscribe to these channels, and then they always kind of give you very vague tips, and I think most of these guys are kind of like cheerleaders, like rah rah, you can do it kind of videos, which aren't really helpful to small channels. So that's why I wanted to give back, and I want to share with you guys some tips that I learned. You see, back in the day, I used to write for a website called Squidoo. I know you probably never heard of this website, but it was a great way to make passive income. You know, it was. And the whole thing when it comes to doing something like YouTube or doing like what I was doing with Squidoo is you have to be passionate about something. If you go out with just the means that you just want to make money, you're going to fail. And the reason you're going to fail is because whoever is viewing that content or looking into that content, they're going to see, it's going to be transparent that it's just for money. And if you're in it just for the money, you're gonna fail. You got to be passionate about what you're trying to share with people. Okay, so that brings me to my next little tip. And these are in no certain order, and by means, if you're just coming across this video, I am not a YouTube tips expert. I'm not a YouTube tips channel. As you can tell from my shirt, I'm a comic books nerd. I'm a comic books geek. That's what my channel's about. But one of the things you want to do is make sure your titles say in your video what you're going to talk about in that video, what you plan on sharing with the viewer, and what they're going to get out of it. I have been going back and I've been rewording my titles, trying to make them so that they're more searchable, if that makes any sense. More searchable titles. That kind of helps with the algorithm. It gets your video out there and gets it seen better. I'm only saying this because I mentioned in my last video about generalized like titles and how like they don't really get viewed too much because people they go in and they search like certain keywords. And this leads me to my next tip: tags. If you're not using tags, don't wonder why you're not getting any viewers, because tags are very important. Even if they can be redundant, if there's a different way you can say something that's related to what you're talking about in your video, add it to your tags. People may go in, they may be searching for like some random thing, and if it's tagged in your video, they're going to see your video. It's going to come up in the algorithm. It's going to come up in their search. And that's what you want. You want people who were not already subscribed to you to come across your videos and watch your content. Tags are great. You should always use your tags. And this is another thing I was thinking, like I'm optimizing my videos. Once you upload a video, you've filmed it, you may have edited it, you've uploaded it, and you've added your tags, you've added your title, you're not done yet. Even if that video has been up there for years, even if it's been up for months or days, always go back, check your analytics, find out who's watching your channel, find out what their demographics are, learn your audience. Usually they're people just like you. They have the same interest, and they want to know more about the subject you're sharing with them. So always keep your tags updated. Always update them. Because another reason why you should be updating your tags is stale content gets brought down to the bottom of the algorithm, and it makes it so that it doesn't get seen. So it's always constant work going into your videos, always refreshing your tags, checking out your titles, making sure that they're being seen. This goes along with thumbnails. Yes, you should have great thumbnails. And no, you don't have to have the best equipment to be seen. If you're using the tags and the titles, you're going to get seen. But these are a couple of quick little tips that I wanted to share with you guys. Another thing I wanted to mention was don't rely on AdSense. I know everybody's like, oh my God, it's the end of AdSense. If you weren't even getting AdSense to begin, if you never got a payment out of AdSense, you're not really losing out on anything. And there's other ways of making money on YouTube or blogs or whatnot. Affiliate links. No matter what your interests are, I'm pretty sure there's probably an affiliate out there for you. I personally use Amazon affiliates because I read a lot of comics, I read a lot of books, and I've always been doing Amazon affiliate links for years now because, like, back in the day when I was writing for Squidoo. So there's always an affiliate out there for you. Do your research. That's another thing. Do research. If you're in a small niche, like I'm a small niche, comic books and books is already a small niche, get out there, let people know who you are, get involved, find forums that are related to the content that you're sharing with the world. It's the only way you're really going to get out there is if you basically have to put yourself out there. It's always a lot of constant, hard work. It's never ending. You can't just put your video on YouTube and expect the views and the audience to come to you. You have to kind of go out there and put yourself out there. I mean, yeah, there are some people who will upload a video and yet all of a sudden they get like 5,000 subscribers in like a month. It happens. Don't get me wrong, it happens, but not always. So you gotta work for it. And that's another part of being passionate. You gotta stay hungry. You gotta want people to know you're there. So I hope this wasn't too much. I'm trying to keep it short and brief because I know a lot of people don't want to watch a very long, lengthy video. But I'm hoping that some of these tips are going to help you guys. And that's another thing I was thinking is that don't be that guy who's going to go spam, hey, check out my channel, or hey, check out this video. Don't go to like a bigger YouTuber and think that they're going to go check out your channel because a lot of the times they're not even going to bother. And the reason why they're not going to bother is because they're the big leagues and you're in the little leagues. And a lot of times the guys in the big leagues do not want to be bothered with people in the little leagues. So my suggestion for you is to go find out other small creators who are in the same range as yourself. And, get to know them, interact with them, comment, but don't be that guy. Don't be that guy who's spammy, who says, hey, check out my channel. Engage them like you would anyone you were meeting in public who you wanted to be friends with because you guys share the same interests. You want to engage others like yourself. That way other people, even if you reach out to like 100 small creators, there's a chance that those 100 small creators could follow you. And that's another thing. Don't do sub for sub. It's just the wrong way to go, guys. If you're going to sub, make sure you're going to watch that person's content, because just subbing to them and never watching their content does not help them, especially now when people need watch hours. Yet again, sorry for kind of dumping this all out on you. I was thinking about scripting this, and I was going to write it all out, but then I was like, man, that's going to take me forever, and then I'm going to have to, like, read it out, but I just figured I would go with the spur of the moment and kind of throw out these tips for you, and yet again, I am not a YouTube tips channel. I just want to give back to my community, give back to my subscribers, who I know are small channels like myself, and if you like the video, like it, share it with your friends. If you're not already a subscriber, if you're into comics and books, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, later.